the same execution. And so that means that you got to be in a certain physical condition. You have to exercise that muscle, that heart muscle.
Yep.
So that includes cardiovascular work. You've got to include that somewhere.
And that's what I was doing.
You cannot go without it. People look at people.
Little apple, green apple.
You know, you look at people, they
I'm
wrestling.
out here.
You know, you look
Go
at
to my brother Paul, y'all.
look at people wrestling or whatever. Believe me, in order to maintain those those areas of exercise, there's a good percentage that you have to get out here and work on your cardio.
You have to.
Because you have to be able to come back and do the same exercise in order when you're competing or whatever. You have to come back and do basically almost the same
Or more.
or more.
Mm-hmm. A little bit
So
more.
that means that you got to be physically. I mean, your cardio got
You
to
always
be.
got to push more to get to what you want to do anyway.
So your cardiovascular.
So if the
system
event is, let's just say push-ups, they say 50 push-ups, you can't work on 50 push-ups. You got to work on like 70, 75, because you have to have that cardio to get to 50.
And then after that, after you do that, after you do that, now that's the skill level.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to go alone and work on the cardio.
Endurance, right? Endurance. Mm-hmm.
That's stamina and
Yeah.
endurance. You got to work on that. That's alone. People have to understand those two entities.
Right.
That's separate from the skill level. That is completely separate.
Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm. But cardio is number one law. Endurance is number one law. It's not strength. I mean, you want to be strong, but how long can you last? I mean, like
That's when
when endurance come in.
That's when your when your cardio. That's
Yep.
when you. That's when that's a separate. Those are completely separate exercises.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even though I run now, when I'm running, it might just seem like I'm running, but there's a form as to how I run.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not just running. In order for me to keep that form, like it's hard to keep this form.
All the way through.
So I'm
The
working.
farther you go, the harder it is.
So in order for me to go faster, I have to. I'm gonna get right here. I'm not gonna get any faster. The thing about it is to relax and maintain what I have. I'm not gonna get it. You have the average sprinter. The average sprinter, he's gonna get at top speed around about 50 or 60 yards.
Yep.
The rest of that is relaxation.
And finish it off.
But see, in order to do that, you got to be able to have that strength. You know, but like I said, it's relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
Some people gonna try to go harder, and so what's gonna happen here when you try to go harder, you're gonna freeze up.
Mm.
See, it might look like so the person with me, if they can relax, we're going both at the same velocity. But if he can out relax me and keep that strength of relaxation, it seems like I'm going up ahead.
Mm.
The same thing I'm talking about when you doing your exercise.
Right.
The other person or whatever, skill level might be basically about the same, but because of your cardio is better, you're able to hold yours a lot longer.
Mm.
You're able to do yours a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Whereby if he hasn't worked on his cardio.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
What's the word? If he hadn't worked on his cardio, then you're gonna still maintain your skill level more so. His is gonna falter.
Right.
His is gonna falter every time. Because he doesn't have that cardio resolved.
I'm getting a good lesson from my brother Paul, yo.
That's what I'm saying. He's like,
Eat my apple.
okay. And you know what? That's gonna always be. There is no
Right,
the
can't get around that. Right.
There's no in.
Peace, y'all.
Right.